Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Screezilla here, and actually in a single-seater plane. Yes, I'm not in a bomber. Alright, I'm in an attacker, okay? It's different. I'm not in a bomber for a change, alright? So, I am in the AD-4 here. Now, I'm working on some American planes at the moment, and I have fond memories of the AD-4 with Le Français. The Le Français version of the AD-4 is a ground, just a normal variant. Basically, it's a normal ground variant, so it doesn't have an arrestor hook. It's not made for naval combats per se. The AD-4 in America, however, is the naval variant. Therefore, you have an arrestor hook and, well, US Navy markings, and it's pretty much a US Navy plane. What does that mean in reality? Well, it just means that you can land on carriers a bit better. It's not really that much different from the French one. However, the payloads are different, because the French plane has the French missiles, well, rockets, and the American one has the American rockets. And when you first unlock this, you've got the RP3 rockets as standard. Unfortunately, unlike the American version, you can't go without a load, which is really weird. You can't choose to not have a payload, so you've always got a payload on, which means you've always got your hard points under the wing, which does mean that this plane is a bit slower than the French one on occasion. So we have many railway cars here, and we are going to strafe them with many missiles, and then unleash our 20mm on them. There we go. Nice little streak of railway carriages there. The A26 gets a few nice ones as well, and that's that done. We've already scored 959 points, we're all good to go. Now time to run the hell away, because there's going to be many enemy fighters. Now, the AD-4 gained fame in Korea, and actually Vietnam as well. This thing was an absolute beastly machine. The AD-4, AD-2, AD-1, A-1... list goes on. The Douglas Sky Raider is known for its ability to just about carry anything into battle. So much so that in the Vietnam War, some of the US Marine Corps, I think it was, of the A1H Paper Tiger II plane decided to strap a toilet on the bottom with some explosives in it and use that as a bomb. Yes, this plane can drop toilets. So, the AD-4 is basically a weapons platform which has really no equal. It's a great close support aircraft. This thing is one of the best close support aircraft there was. It was great for finding downed pilots. It was really useful in Vietnam for close air support because it was slow, but it was very maneuverable. It could really do a lot of damage to the enemy. They used to work in pairs and usually, and sometimes in flights of free planes, to go hunting for any downed planes, for targets, all of that like. Now, I'm just getting out of battle here. I'm just bugging out a little bit before I turn in. One of the other thing the AD-4 has are 4 cannons. Yeah, you've got 4 20mm cannons. A1N something or other cannons. ANM3, I think. Yeah. Anyway, you've got 4 20mm cannons with serious firepower. Now, interestingly enough, we don't actually... One thing that we are missing in game for the AD-4 are the gun pods. Interestingly enough, the AD-4 also had gun pods on board as well, and they were usually the 50 cal gun pods that were used. But yeah, this thing is just... It would be just ridiculous if it had gun pods. It's very well armoured as well. This plane has ridiculously good armour. Now, we've got a Doe chasing us down, and it's lost target, so we're going to swoop in. Now, Spitfire comes in. We've baited this guy. Looks like he's going for a head-on, but the Spitfire gets him. And I didn't notice the Spitfire until it came through, and luckily I missed him. So that's good. So we didn't kill the Spitfire. So that's good. So Kong there is actually going to be really quite useful to me in this game. What I wanted to talk about with the Skyrider is the ability to actually fight. Now, I've got a BF-109, I think, diving on me, or a Focke-Wulf, one or the other. And as you can see there, I've just completely gotten out of its way. Just dived out of its way. That Focke-Wulf 190's overshot. I used my air brakes and I used my flaps to really dodge it out the way. And that is where this plane comes in. Now, the enemy team plays a blinder in this game, by the way. The HE-177 pilots, awesome job. We're ignoring them. We're actually busy trying to take out fighters in this game. The Heinkel 177s are actually doing an amazing job taking out tanks and lowering the tickets. And that will come into play shortly. So, the Spitfire's now got 2 enemy planes on him. And I'm in a dive. I'm just checking nobody's going to dive on me. There are a few at high altitude. We're at quite low altitude, and this is where this plane excels. This plane is a good low altitude fighter. And yes, it is a good fighter. The thing that people forget about the AD-4 is it is a fantastic fighting plane. It's really manoeuvrable. Another thing that people forget is the AD-4 is an old plane as well. It was first really conceived in 45. So we've got a BF-109 there. Beautiful. We blow his wings clean off. Some lovely hits from our 20mm guns. We're using... This plane's stock, by the way. So this game, I'm completely stock. So, yeah. Just to give you an idea of how good the plane is. And I'm a really bad pilot as well. So, we've got another Focke-Wulf coming in. Dive underneath him, air brakes out, we start turning, try and turn in on this guy. The TA-152 is coming in as well. Tar has been taken down, I think, and the Focke-Wulf is taken out immediately by the A-26. However, the A-26 goes down as well. So there's just a Focke-Wulf 190 sitting here that's just had a crash land. We're just going to commit some war crimes here. There we go. War crimes committed, and we get an assist. So, there we go. We'll take that. I'm happy to take that. Now, the bombers in this game actually really cost. The B-24 kind of just messed up its bomb run. Let's just look at the scores a second. We had quite a few bombers on the team, and if they managed to actually get the airfield or bomb some strategic targets, we could have won this game with points. But we were busy actually trying to take down the enemy planes. And oddly enough, I was busy enough taking out enemy planes. The other attackers on our team really did an okay job. The A-26, as you saw there, managed to get one out, but did die in the process. So far, we are on 1 kill with 3 assists, which is nothing to sniff at. Now, okay, one of those assists is a bit of a fake, in all honesty. But we've basically been baiting a lot of enemy fighters, which has really helped. So, I'm going to try and help this Tempest out here. We're really going to lack speed, though, for this Focke-Wulf. We just can't catch it. Now, the Tempest has got behind it now, so hopefully that Tempest will be able to get the Focke-Wulf. So, I'm not going to be able to chase it much more than this, really. I can't do a great deal from this distance. I could probably fire a few shots and pray for it. But one of the problems, I guess, with the cannons on this thing is they are a bit prone to jamming. Especially without any upgrades, so you really have to be careful with that because they do jam quite a lot. So just looking around, and that Focke-Wulf is really far off. We start turning away, breaking away, trying to lure him to get him to actually attack us. So he's really not breaking off, so he's just heading away, and there is a bomber to my right. So this is a kind of priority target now, because if it takes out any more ground vehicles, we are going to lose the game, where we're already losing on points, and we're getting pretty low to it, in fact. So we're coming in hard and fast now, and we're going to go for a frontal attack on the Heinkel, because, again, that's the best way to do it. If you sit on the back, you're going to get hit by the cannons. So launch a couple of shots, really nice and easy, and that Heinkel is down. So got some nice shots off there. That's our second kill. This is how you should play the AD-4. Yes, ground pounding is important, but you can ground pound and fight still. If you get rid of your rockets relatively easy, if you get rid of them on targets, so like pillboxes and stuff like that, you're going to be able to do a bit more fighting work afterwards. And that's one of the vital roles for this plane. That's one of the things that people forget about with this plane, is it is capable of fighting with a fighter. It's got very good roll rate. It's got very good turn time. It's got a very low stall speed. And it's got very strong guns. The 20mm on this thing are very good. And the fact you've got 4 of these 20mm cannons with a lot of ammunition in as well really does mean a lot. Now, that Focke-Wulf is going away, so really we're just... not much we can do. The game is pretty much over and we've pretty much lost from here. So just try and pick off a few targets on our way, see if we can't sort of do something, but really it's game over now, unfortunately. And it would have been nice to get a win in this game. Really did put some effort in this game. I guess you could say if I'd actually started hitting the pillboxes and stuff, we could have won. But in that respect, I could have been, you know, fighting pillboxes and get hit straight away. So that's pretty much the end of this match. So what we'll do now is we will go to the post-match results and continue on from there. So that's the end of the battle there, and well, what a battle that was. We did lose, unfortunately. Yeah, the bombers on our team did a really, well, I think it was the B-24 on our team just completely messed up and didn't take out the base, so they couldn't hit the airfield properly, and it really cost our team. We really could have won that match, but tickets went down. We lost tickets. We lost by tickets, that was all. Despite obviously trying. So of course the railway carts, a big target, and we got some good numbers with them. So we got first strike, triple strike, ground multi-strike times 11, assist streak times 3, ground forces rescue, final blow, mission maker, which is a tricky one to get actually, because you need to get the first and final blow, anti-mech, terror of the sky, destroy the most aircraft in battle. So we managed to destroy the most of our team. Bulletproof, don't lose any vehicles, destroy targets, blah blah blah. So again, bulletproof, and finally on hand. So again, that was a loss. We only made 40,000 lions, and not much research points in all honesty, which is a real shame. If we got the win for that, I reckon we would have probably got a really decent payout there. It's funny though, because the actual ground, we end up on like almost 3,000 points. The road carriages aren't worth that much in lions and things like that and research points, but they are kind of cool to take out. So you can see there the ground target's destroyed. We only ended up making just over 1,000 lions with it, and it doesn't really do much to your research points, but it does make you feel good. So just got to remember to save this before I continue, because otherwise I've completely wasted this. So we've unlocked our bombs. So we've got the 500 kilogram bombs. Awesome. And what should we research next? I think we'll research the radiator next, just because its cooling is always handy. One of the things with the AD-4 is the belts are not really that important. Let's just try and click out of that. So with the AD-4 Skyroader, the actual belts are not that important, because your stock belt is high explosive fragmentation incendiary shell plus armor piercing incendiary. So HE armor piercing. So it's really, really not a needed apart. However, gun upgrades are needed because these things jam really easily, as you saw in that game. So now we can have the 500-pound bombs on board, so we've got even more ordnance. So it's starting to get more and more weapons on it. Eventually we will get to the point of the La Francais one, which just is brimming with ordnance. I absolutely have enjoyed this plane. This is what I used to grind a lot of French planes up on. It's weird. Okay, should have been aced. I was wondering why it wasn't aced there. But yeah, I really enjoyed this plane, and now it's in the American tech tree. It's really handy because, again, I know how to fly, I know how to use it, and use it effectively. And the big thing, as I said, is these things are effective as an attacker fighter as well. Alright guys, well, until next time, I hope you've enjoyed this video. A bit of a different one for me, actually using a plane to fight the enemy, which is odd. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.